Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Luna and welcome to Luna's Bookshelf. Hi everyone, it's me Luna editing this video, and I wanted to come out here before the video really starts that I noticed while I'm now editing the video that a lot of the times my mic is making a very loud noise, and it's probably because I'm like touching it without me noticing and it's making that really loud noise. So I'm very sorry for that in advance, but I hope you guys will like the video either way. So I will let you guys continue watching this video. Bye! So in today's video we're going to do something fun. I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm going to talk about books I probably won't read ever. There are some books I was like, I don't think I'll ever read this book because it's just not my kind of book, my genre, or other reasons why I won't read that book. So that's what we're going to do. It's a little bit different from mostly you do like book recommendations or books I want to read, and this is about like books I don't want to read. I thought it would be fun. I saw with other people doing it, and I once made an article on it on my blog last year, and I thought, why not do it in a video this time? So that's what I'm going to do. I would say grab your snacks and let's get started. So I've got, I think, wait a sec, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books on my list. If I'm looking down, it's because there's my computer and I don't know all the books out of my head, so I have to look sometimes there. I will put a cover of the book here so you guys know which book I'm talking about. So yeah, I would say let's get started. So the first book I'm going to talk about is a book that's a little bit controversial itself. Is dark romance book, but like very dark romance book, and I do want to like read a dark romance one day, but just this one, just now, I just don't want to read it like ever. I do want to say in advance, by the way, this is these books are my opinions, and there's no hate or anything towards the authors of these books. It's just my opinion, and if you want to read these books or if you've read these books, that's all fine. It's just my opinion. I just want to say that in advance before people come attacking me in the comments. But yeah, so the first book I'm talking about is Hunting Adeline. I'll try to look up real quick like a summary of this book so I can maybe, if you don't know it, I think it's a pretty popular book and a lot of people talked about the book previously, like, so I think a lot of people know it by now. My internet is going very slow. I don't know why that is, but it's pretty annoying. I'm sorry for that. So, Hunting Adeline is a book by H.D. Cartland. It's part of the Cat and Mouse duet. So you have Hunting Adeline, and then you have Hunting Adeline. So the summary on Goodreads says, The Manipulator. I can manipulate the emotions of anyone who lets me. I will make you hurt, make you cry, make you laugh and sigh. But my words won't affect him, especially not when I plead for him to leave. He's always there, watching and waiting, and I can never look away, not when I want him to come closer. The Shadow. I didn't mean to fall in love, but now that I have, I can't stay away. I'm mesmerized by her smile, by her eyes, and the way she moves, the way she undresses. I'll keep watching and waiting until I can make her mine. And once she is, I'll never let her go, not even when she begs me. So, I think the plot that I know is that I've heard it's that he is her stalker. I don't know what the names are of like what the main character names are. It does have like still very high rating on Goodreads. It's like 3.9 rating, so that's pretty high actually. There are some people I follow that did read it, but also a lot of people that DNF did. So yeah. Um it's just I have no intention of reading this. It's just it doesn't speak to me when I, especially also the cover of the book, it's just not my vibe. And also, like, I do, as I just said, I want to read a dark romance book. I have an idea in my head to make like a video about that, but just not this book. it in particular. And maybe that's like weird if I do want to read dark romance, but I just not want to read this book. But I have my preference, and that's okay. So yeah, let me know if you've read any of these books in the comments, and if you think I should actually read them. And maybe one day I will. You never know. I'm also saying I probably want to ever read these books, because you never know. Never say never, as I always say. Okay, then the next book is. So the next book is a book is part of a series, and the first two books I've read when I started reading, and then this book is a third book in the series, and that's One of Us is Back by Karen McManus. So I enjoyed One of Us is Lying, and One of Us is One of Us is Next. But this is like a third book, and I liked the first book, but the second book was also like a little bit done for me. It wasn't necessary in my opinion, and I didn't enjoy it as I did as I enjoyed the first book. So when this book came out, I was like, no, I'm not going to read it. I liked it, but it's just the story is done. It doesn't have to keep on dragging out because it's just a popular book. And I also think that my taste has changed a little bit, because I rated that book 5 stars at the beginning. One of It Is Lying, and I think looking at it back now, I probably won't even rate it 5 stars. I think I would rate it like 4 stars. So yeah, but yeah, that's just my opinion. And if I don't like a series, and if I just don't think I will like it, why would I read it? you know? Now, this is quite a popular book, I think. I don't know if it's that popular, but among some readers, it's kind of a popular book, and that is Dune by Frank Herbert. So this is like a sci-fi book. I've never read like a sci-fi book. I tried reading Red Rising, but I was in a book slump, so I DNF'd it. But I will try to read again sometime, I promise. But this is like quite a long book. There is like a part of a series as well, I think, and I just don't think it's my kind of genre, sci-fi. Maybe that's why I want to read Red Rising. I want to try it because I think it's a little bit more accessible, but Dune just, it doesn't speak to me. I'm like, also like the summary, it's, if I'm reading this, I'm just not like, oh, that seems like a fun book. Like I will tell you what's on Goodreads. Set on the desert planet Arrakis, Dune is a story of the boy Paul Artadis, also all the names. I know fantasy books have weird names, but I can't even pronounce these names. Heir to a noble family tasked with ruling an inhospitable world where the only thing of value is the spice melange, a drug capable of extending life, enhancing consciousness, coveted across the known universe. Melange is a price worth killing for. When House Artadis is betrayed, the seduction of Paul's family will set the boy on a journey toward a destiny greater than he could ever have imagined. And as he evolves into the mysterious man known as Marduk, he will bring to the fruition humankind most ancient and terrible dream. Like I don't even know. I I just can't even imagine things with it. There's also, because there is a movie of this book, and even I don't feel the need to watch the movie. So yeah, I do know it's quite a popular book, but I don't think it's for me. But it's fine. It's fine. So again, this is like the continuation of a series, and that's the continuation of The Cruel Prince. Like you have The Lost Hair, it's like of Oak. I didn't really like The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, the trilogy. It just wasn't my vibe. I had very high expectations of this book because of Haley Pham. Nothing towards her, but I just didn't vibe with it. It took me also quite a while to finish that trilogy, and I think that's also one of the reasons I have no interest in reading other books by in this series, in this world. I just didn't care for the characters. I just didn't enjoy anything about it. So I'm like, I'm not going to read the other books because I just know already it's not going to be that good, because I'm just not invested and interested in reading about these characters even more than I already did. So why would I put time and effort in reading books I probably won't even like? So yeah. So Colleen Hoover books in general, actually. So I did read some of Colleen Hoover books, the books like Reminders of Him, the classics. It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, All Your Perfects. I'm thinking of other books I read, but I think maybe Verity. So look, I'm not saying that I don't like her books, because all the books I've read by her I kind of liked. They were good. I really liked Reminders of Him and Verity also, but I'm not going to buy any more of her books, because I think Colleen Hoover is a good author to start with if you want to get into reading, because her books are very accessible. The writing isn't that great. It's not like the perfect writing, in my opinion. I think other authors are better than Colleen Hoover books, but that's just my opinion. I just don't have the need to buy any more of her books. Also, none of the other books I haven't read are speaking to me. Like, I don't think I want to read any of them, because I know All Your Perfects is part of like an interconnected series, I think, but I don't see myself reading the previous books or the books after that book. The almost the almost the final book, and that is Circe by Madeline Miller. So I read Song of Achilles like when I started reading, and it's a Greek mythology, and I was very excited because I had really high expectations, because everyone loved that book at the time, and I just didn't like it. I thought it was good, but it was just nothing great. I think I gave it like 3 stars. I was kind of disappointed, and I thought I would like the Greek mythology, but it was just not my vibe. And Circe is also like a Greek mythology kind of book, and I just don't think those books are it for me, and that's completely fine. But I just didn't like how the story was made, and if I didn't like it in the Song of Achilles, I'm not going to like it in Circe as well. So why would I read that book? You know? But that's just my opinion, because I did hear great things about Circe. I think people like that book even more than Song of Achilles, but I'm just a little bit hesitant, and I think if I would buy it, it would just lay in my bookshelf for like ever, and will be unread for like a very long time. But you know, maybe I will try, but I don't think I'll ever try to read that book. I'm sorry. There's one last book on this list. I'm going to look up the author's name, because I don't know anymore what the author's name is. The final book is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. So this book was pretty popular last year in like the summertime, I think, maybe a little bit before summer, springtime. And I really love the cover, and I was very excited to read it. I was going to read it with like a book club I follow on Patreon, on Fable. And I just couldn't get into the story. And at first, when I DNF'd the book, at first I was like, maybe I'm going to read it in the future. Maybe, we're going to soft DNF this book. Maybe it's just not the time for me now. But I haven't thought about it since, haven't even had the urge to pick it up again, because I was just so confused while reading it. And when I'm so confused, I'm not going to be reading it again or give it another shot, because it's just not my vibe. Plus, it's also a very thick book. Goodreads, it says the Kindle edition is 718 pages. That's a long time. That's a long book. And I don't want to spend my time on books I probably won't like, while I have a lot of other books I probably will like. So yeah. It's also part of the series, and yeah, why? No. Just not my vibe. And the thing was, I thought I would like it because it's dragons, and I really liked Fourth Wing with the dragons. And you know what? Another book with dragons, but I just couldn't get into the story. Maybe it just wasn't the perfect time, but as I said, I didn't have the urge any other time to pick it up again. So I don't think I ever will. Well, I think that's it for this video. There are like 7 books. There are probably a lot more books out there I probably won't ever read, but these are just 7 books, or like an authors I talked about, that I probably won't ever read, and that's completely fine. I mean, I have a lot of books at home, and I have a lot of books I do like, and why would I spend my time on reading books I think I won't like? You know, that would be a little bit crazy to do, in my opinion. This was a little bit other. This was kind of a different video than you would normally see, I think. But I thought it would be fun to talk about also books you won't like or maybe won't read. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know if there are books you probably won't ever read in your life. And yeah, I'm very curious to see if other people also have that. But I think some people do. And if you read any of the books I mentioned, let me know if you have read them and if you think I should do give them a shot and I should try to read them. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!